One of the most contentious periods in the show's 60-year history came to a triumphant end with the Doctor Who centenary special, The Power of the Doctor. Since 1966, when William Hartnell's first Doctor underwent a regeneration for the first time, change has been ingrained in Doctor Who. After 59 years, Jodie Whittaker's tenure as the 13th Doctor came to a violent end in a gripping tale in which she faced off against all of her most recognizable foes. As part of the BBC's centenary celebrations, The Power of the Doctor was released, and departing showrunner Chris Chibnall made the 90-minute special a tribute to the network's premier science fiction TV show. Chibnall is a devoted old-school Doctor Who fan. He's been criticized in the past for relying too much on nostalgia, but in this instance he struck a balance between his love of the past and epic drama. It helped that the actors gave some of their best performances, with Jodie Whittaker showcasing her talent, Sacha Dhawan's master providing the ideal counterbalance, and Mandip Gill's Yaz finally having a chance to stand out. Naturally, Whittaker's regeneration scene was the most thrilling twist in Doctor Who. David Tennant, a recurring Doctor Who star, was regenerated into Jodie Whittaker. This is the first regeneration episode in Doctor Who history that viewers have watched without knowing who will appear next. Although David Tennant will be back for the 60th anniversary celebrations of the show in 2023, Ncuti Gatwa has been cast as the new Doctor. As a result, no one was quite sure what to anticipate. Whittaker eventually changed into a well-known face, much to the Doctor's own surprise. In a funny tribute to Tennant's 10th Doctor debut, where he amused viewers by remarking on his teeth, the new Doctor's first words as he recognized his teeth were surprise. It was obvious that the Doctor had not anticipated this to occur. Every regeneration in Doctor Who is typically brought on by trauma, so they could go wrong. The 5th Doctor Peter Davison's transformation into the 6th Doctor Colin Baker, which was brought on by a case of poisoning and brought the Doctor closer to physical death than any other regeneration, has proven to be the most painful to date. The end result was an incarnation that had a dangerously unstable beginning and even attempted to choke his partner in the first episode. Whittaker has already been subjected to the Master's most nefarious scheme, making her regeneration in The Power of the Doctor even more terrifying. The Doctor has changed during the Chibnall era, showing that she is not at all a Time Lord. She is actually the timeless child, a person with a billion years and maybe unlimited lives, who served as the genetic foundation for the whole Time Lord race. Because of the timeless child retcon, the Master despises the timeless child even more than he despises the Doctor because, in reality, the timeless child would not even exist without the Doctor. This makes the Master even more hateful of the timeless child than he is of the Doctor. Like other Time Lords, he has a limited amount of regenerations, however the Doctor seems to have an unlimited number of regenerations. The Master used stolen Time Lord technology to coerce the Doctor into regenerating because he wanted the Doctor's limitless life. This has happened before when the Time Lords banished the Doctor to Earth in the 1969 episode The War Games, which caused Jon Pertwee's third Doctor to replace Patrick Troughton's second Doctor. However, the Master introduced a further twist in The Power of the Doctor by entering the Doctor's body when he was still vulnerable during regeneration. In essence, the Doctor regenerated into the Master, inheriting the Doctor's limitless regenerations. The 13th Doctor, played by Jodie Whittaker, resisted the process, leaving her consciousness trapped in a sort of in-between space where she could communicate with avatars of her own subconscious that took the form of previous Doctors. This concept was taken from Virgin Publishing's New Adventures line, and it offered the chance for a variety of charming cameos. In addition to Colin Baker, the 6th Doctor, Peter Davison, the 5th Doctor, Paul McGann, the 8th Doctor, and Sylvester McCoy, David Bradley returned to the role of the 1st Doctor, which he previously played with Peter Capaldi in the regeneration episode Twice Upon a Time, the 7th Doctor. Given that McGann has only ever appeared in the unsuccessful 1996 TV movie where he played the Doctor, his inclusion in the cast was especially welcome. The Power of the Doctor, the title of the Doctor Who centenary special, had logically seemed to build up a story that was entirely about regeneration. However, Chibnall's deception backfired when the plot revealed the Doctor's true power does not come from endless regenerations at all. Instead, it is in their ability to motivate others. The capacity to create friends and gather a family around them is the Doctor's greatest strength, and her companions were ultimately what saved her. This comprised returning companions for the 4th and 5th Doctors, Tegan Javanka, Ace, and even unit member Kate Stewart. They were quickly joined by Graham O'Brien, a former companion of the 13th Doctor, and Vinder, a character from Doctor Who. Flux. The Doctor's fam formed an alliance against a Master in an effort to overthrow him when the Master orchestrated a Dalek and Cyberman attack on Earth, mostly as a distraction to his main scheme to take the Doctor's regenerations. While the Doctor's regeneration was being forced, Yaz and Vinder concentrated on stopping the Master himself. They tricked him into going back to the chamber where he had done so, and they used the Cybermaster's regenerative power as a source of energy to stop the regeneration. The Dalek invasion of Earth from 1964 and the 10th Planet from 1966 both served as inspiration for the Master's simultaneous orchestration of various planet-threatening events, including a Cyberman planet and a Dalek attempt to start volcanic eruptions all across the Earth. However, the Doctor exploited the cyber conversion planet's technology to turn lava and magma into steel in order to battle the Daleks. She then demonstrated how the cyber species planets could free itself by destroying the artificial environment that had held it captive. Unfortunately, the Doctor had not factored in the Master's ability to return to his own TARDIS. The Master, who was unable to accept this defeat, used the creature's energies to target the Doctor, even though doing so put him in danger as well. The Doctor realized their conflict would result in their mutual destruction in 1989's Survival, as the Doctor and the Master faced off against each other on the dying planet of the Cheetah People. Master of Sacha Darwin was ready to go with this, preferring victory to defeat. The Doctor was in grave condition when Yaz saved her, and she realized that her time was running out. It's conceivable that the Master also endured a terrible damage that will cause regeneration. The Doctor ultimately decided to leave Yaz on Earth to deal with her regeneration alone, but Yaz quickly realized she wasn't in it alone. Graham had organized a group for past companions, the Doctor's friends and family, and those whose lives had been changed by his genuine friendship. As the Doctor Who Centenary Special brought back some more vintage companions, including Bonnie Langford's Mel, companion of the 6th and 7th Doctors, and Katie Manning's Jo Grant, it was a wonderful opportunity to honor the show's past. William Russell even made a cameo appearance as Ian Chesterton, the instructor who accidentally entered the TARDIS in the inaugural Doctor Who episode, An Unearthly Child, from 1963. While the Doctor faced her regeneration alone, the companions came to celebrate her. The new Doctor was taken aback by her sudden transformation into David Tennant once more. The Time Lord's clothing does not change when they regenerate, so the fact that the Doctor's clothes also changed was even more unexpected. This suggests that something else has interfered with the regeneration process. The Celestial Toymaker, a classic antagonist who has the power to rewrite reality itself, will be played by Neil Patrick Harris in the upcoming Doctor Who 60th anniversary specials, making him the most obvious suspect as this regeneration goes horribly wrong and casting doubt on the Doctor's destiny. The final few seconds of the screen were cut, so we wouldn't have been able to see our new Doctor for the first time with you. Unless the person is of old Doctor. Or simultaneously 4 new Doctors. Right now, anything seems possible. So go to the comments section and share your thoughts on whatever just occurred.